So week 10 will be here before you know it, and here's three wide receivers I'm looking to drop before week 10 and waivers hits. The first guy's Malcolm Hollywood Brown. I know it might come as a surprise to some people, but Brown, he's just not producing. The Ravens, their offense, they're just not getting the job done anyway, and they're a run-first offense. We see it each and every week, and Brown again, a mediocre to dud performance. 5 targets, 3 catches, and 38 yards. So now in the last 3 weeks, Brown, he hasn't got double-digit fantasy points. The targets haven't been there. In the last 3 games for Brown, he only has 12 targets, so that's not going to get the job done. That's only 4 targets a game. What could you really do with that? Lamar Jackson, I'm going to admit it, he's having an off year, and he's just looking to run once again, it looked like, versus the Colts. And they're running Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins now. So that offense is in shambles. They're not getting their receivers or tight ends the ball. Even Mark Andrews is struggling. He only had a 6-point game again. So Marquise Hollywood Brown, there's so many receivers this year, I'd look to drop him. The second guy is Cole Beasley, a guy who had a good stretch of games this season. But now with John Brown back in the mix, the snaps and the targets have gone down for Beasley. He finished the day with 3 catches for 39 yards versus a weak Seattle Seahawks defense. In a plus matchup, you would have thought Beasley would do good, but he didn't. And now in his last 2 games, he's struggling since Brown came back. In week 8, 2 catches for 24 yards. And then like we said today, 3 for 39. So Beasley, he's a guy I'm going to look to get away from. He's got a mediocre matchup versus Arizona in week 10 and then the bye. So I would say bye-bye to Cole Beasley heading into week 10. And the third and final, guys, Lamarcus Shenault of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the rookie receiver. People been waiting for him to break out all year. And now with a hamstring injury, who knows how long he's going to be out. So Shenault, he wasn't really producing over the last 2 or 3 weeks. He had 4 in week 6, then in week 7, 3 catches for 44 yards, and then today exiting early. So I think it's time to get rid of him, unless you're in a keeper league or a dynasty league. But I talk regular season football for the most part here. So in a regular redraft league, this guy Shenault, it's time to get rid of him. He's 29% owned only, but a lot of people have him. I've seen him owned in most of my leagues is Shenault, but it's time to drop him. So that's 3 wide receivers I'm looking to drop heading into week 10.